Today we're going to be building the Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX deck. Now this deck has been doing really well in nationals and in regionals across the world, so let's get into it. If you've liked today's video, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe down below, and don't forget to tell me which deck you want to see me build next. So first of all, this deck needs 3 Marnie's Impidimp, 2 Marnie's Morgrim, and the star of the show, it needs 2 Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX with that amazing punk up ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 5 basic Darkness Energy cards and attach them to your Marnie's Pokemon in any way you like. Then you shuffle your deck, which is amazing. That means this Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX can power itself up, as well as power up some Marnie's Impidimps on your bench, or just getting your other Grimmsnarls ready. And its Shadow Bullet attack does 180 to the active Pokemon, but then it also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, which combined with Munkidori makes it very, very deadly. Adrena-Brain, once during your turn, if it has a Darkness Energy attached to it, you can move 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon, which means that the whole idea of this deck is that you're throwing damage counters around, taking out and sniping your opponent's Pokemon on their bench. We're also running 1 copy of Budew with that amazing Itchy Pollen to make sure we put our opponent into item block for a turn. We'll be running a Shaman, which means we can prevent all damage done to our bench Pokemon that don't have a rule box. So this is a way that we're going to protect our bench from other Marnie's Grimmsnarls, or from Hydreigons that are trying to damage our bench. Unfortunately, Dragapult still goes through because it's damage counters, but if they're trying to do damage, like Marnie's Grimmsnarl, we get to prevent that with Shaman. We're also going to be running 2 copies of Snowrun, so we can use 2 copies of Froslass with that freezing Shroud ability. During Pokemon checkup, you put 1 damage counter on each Pokemon that has any abilities, which means that we're damaging ourselves with the Froslass. We can throw them back onto our opponent with the Munkidori ability. And then we're running 1 copy of Iron Bundle with that Hyper Blower ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon's on your bench, you may switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench, but your opponent then gets to pick a new Pokemon that comes up. So that's all the Pokemon we'll be running in this deck. Then we have 35 trainer cards. We're going to be running 1 copy of Ultra Ball, 2 copy of Buddy Buddy Poffin, so we can search our Impidimps or our Budew, 2 copies of Rare Candy, so we can skip out the Grimmsnarls, 1 copy of Energy Search, 2 counter catchers, which means we can gust up our opponent's Pokemon if we're behind on prizes, 3 Spike Muff Gym. Now this gym is really, really useful in this deck, because once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a Marnie's Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into their hand, then that player shuffles their deck. Which means that we can search out our Impidimps this way, our Morgrims, and our Grimmsnarl EX. So, on a perfect turn, we can evolve our Impidimp using TM Evo, and then the next turn go straight into Marnie's Grimmsnarl to do some damage. We'll be running 4 copies of Iono, 1 copy of Artisan, so we can search out our basic Pokemon with no rule box and put it onto our bench, 1 copy of Technical Machine Devolution, which means that we can devolve each of our opponent's evolved Pokemon by putting the highest stage evolution card back into their hand, 2 copies of Night Stretcher, 1 copy of Super Rod, 2 copies of Techno Machine Evolution, which means we get to choose 2 Pokemon on our bench and we get to evolve them into the next stage. We'll be running 3 copies of Professor's Research, 1 Air Balloon, so we can give our Grimmsnarl EX free retreat, 2 copies of Nest Ball, so we can search our deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto our bench. Our Ace Spec of choice this time will be a Secret Box. We can only use this card if you discard 3 of the cards from your hand. We get to search your deck for an item card, a Pokemon tool, a Supporter, and a Stadium, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Which means that we can use Arven to search out our Secret Box on our first turn, and we can start getting all the pieces we need. We get the Spike Muff Stadium, we get the TM Evo, and we can try to get Grimmsnarl EX on our second turn then. We'll be running 4 copies of Arven, who lets us search for an item card and a Pokemon tool, and we'll be using 2 copies of Boss's Orders, which means we can gust up our opponent's Pokemon, and 8 Darkness Energies. Now let's give this deck a good whirl and see how we get on using Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. Right, okay, so let's get into our first game. We're going to do Tails, because Tails never fails. Let's see how we get on. I did fail this time, that is an absolute shame. Now with this deck, we kind of really want to go second, so we can try using TM Evo and evolving up our Pokemon, getting those Froslasses, getting those Morgrims. So okay, they're going to go first. That could be interesting. They might be running the Zekrom deck, or... ooh. We've got quite a few Pokemon going on here. Let's have a look. Let's go. Strangely, I might go Iron Bundle in the active, because I can always get rid of him in case he takes damage. Who else? He might be running Ceruledge as well. Okay, Carney. Ooh, they're running a Master Ball one. Very nice. Is that for Prismatic? Yes, it is. So I've already got a Morgrem in hand. I've got Spikemouth as well. That's kind of annoying because I know I've only got 2 Morgrems in my deck. I've got one literally in my hand. So how this turn's going to go, literally chuck those into Iron Bundle. Spikemouth for another Impidimp. Then we're just going to evolve one. Unfortunately, only one of them because the other Morgrem is in my hand. So it has to be these 2. But only one of them will be able to evolve. So next turn the other guy gets to. Not too bad of a turn. And I can just Hyper Blow in my Iron Bundle away. I couldn't tell what that is. Is that Bouffalon? Okay, they're going to be Bouffalon to me. Interesting. Oh, there's the Whimsicott. You know what's a shame, I've just realised, is that is super effective against my deck. That Whimsicott. They're going to completely power up their Bouffalon. I've not seen this deck before, so I've got to make sure I've got no trainer cards in hand, really. So let's evolve this one. Let's Spikemouth Stadium for this dude. Now, do I want to retreat? Or do I just want to hit this guy? He's going to do 200 damage. That is going to do 50 times the amount of trainer cards in hand. You know what? If I could just use my Night Stretcher, can I? Well, no. But yes, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's grab all of it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can grab our other Grimmsnarl. Oh, actually, here's a plan. Retreat into this Grimmsnarl. Now I can Night Stretcher. And I haven't got any trainer cards in hand. So you shouldn't be able to damage me now. So 180 and then 30 onto the Bouffalon. Oh no, onto... Is it letting me? Why was there no... oh, is his ability? No? Oh, 30 less damage from attacks. That's why. Oh, he's coming for my Iron Bundle. Why does he want to murder him so bad? Got 4 damage counts on that. He's really didn't like my Iron Bundle. Okay, go Grimmsnarl. Okay, Arven. So... Well, let's grab... It's not really worth the secret box right now. Air Balloon. I think I'm just going to play it safe. Let's go Nest Ball. And Air Balloon you. Nest Ball out a Monkey. Because I'm still trying to end my turn with no item cards to make sure Whimsicott can't damage me. Please tell me there's a Grimmsnarl in here. There he is. Right, so that's both my Grimmsnarls. Whoa. No, I'm not going to use Punk Up. I will do Shadow Bullet. Yeah, there's the 30. Oh, that, to be fair, if he hits me for 200, I can get a double knockout as long as he just keeps these 2 Pokemon out. That'd be pretty fun. I don't think either of his Pokemon can do damage. So this one will literally not hurt me because it's doing 50 times the trainer card in my hand, which I have none. This one's doing 200. Be pretty safe, I think. Yeah, it should be pretty safe. I wonder if they're just trying to time me out now because they're not doing anything. Yeah, my turn. Oh, okay. I see his strategy. Didn't hit me. Oh, it doesn't matter because I can just do this. Yeah. 150 and then Shadow Bullet for knockout. Cool. So this deck picks up its first win against a Whimsicott and Bouffalon, and I get 4 prizes all at once, which is exactly what we wanted to do. Not a bad win for Grimmsnarl. Not quite against a meta deck there though, but let's see. We'll do one more game and see how Grimmsnarl gets on in the next one. Okay, our opponent gets to pick this time. Oh, nice coin with the Mudkip, Torchic and Trico. Right. Oh, Tails. I wonder if they picked it. Oh, no, they didn't. I do not want to go first. I want to go second. So let's hope for a good starting hand this time. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. We've got some secret box going on too. So I can grab my Spikemouth, grab our Buddies. Ooh, we're against Dragapult. Okay. This will be interesting. I'm kind of thinking it might be worth item locking this deck. Yeah, with secret box we can grab. I can grab an Arven back, so I could throw away the Morgrem, the energy. Yeah, I might have to do that. Okay, they might be thinking about Budooing me. I think it's going to be definitely having a Budoo off here. Now, one good thing about Grimmsnarl EX is that we definitely get a KO on that Budoo with our attack. So let's see what we're going to do now. Okay, got a counter catcher. So what we'll do, secret box, away, this, and the counter catcher. You don't need that right now. Let's grab ourselves Iono. We want the Buddy. Already got the Arvin. We want the Air Balloon and the Spikemuth Stadium. So Buddy, Budoo, Impidimp. Okay, they're now down. Spikemuth Stadium. Get that in place. Right. So, Arvin. Let's go. You know what? Nest Ball might be worth it. And let's grab this Evo. My thinking being, I'm just going to use the Spikemuth to grab the other Impidimps. There's no point grabbing a Buddy. So Air Balloon on you. Let's retreat you for Budoo. Then that puts them into item lock instead of us being in item lock. Grab another Impidimp. And we'll evolve these guys. Yeah, I want to use the Night Stretcher to grab this. Oh yeah, I've just stopped myself being able to use the other one. Oh, I could have gone. Just thinking, I could have technically have had a second turn Grimmsnarl actually. If I got the other Arvin, I could use Rare Candy and grab myself a Grimmsnarl EX, but let's hope I don't live to regret that. Okay, Brock Scouting. I reckon they're grabbing a Dracloak, right? You'd grab a Dracloak now if you're a Dragapult player. Now, it depends if they're playing Pure Pult or the Charizard variant that I had on the channel the other day, or maybe the Dust Noir. The Dust Noir would be quite deadly. But that was a pretty good move by them to get that Dracloak going. Bit of Recon Directive already. I should have probably grabbed that Arvin. I'm going to regret my decisions, aren't I? If I'd have grabbed Arvin... Ooh, okay, they're going to... Oh no, they're going to retreat. Oh yeah, of course, they're going to put me in item lock then. So it's now the Budoo off. Another energy. Okay. So, we can actually... But technically, I think, in a better position, because we can just evolve our Impidimps whilst we're here, you see. And I could boss his orders into this Dracloak, you see. And just start to frighten them, I think, a little bit by taking this off there and putting it on there. I'm going to stay in item lock. I'm going to put them back into item lock. Now, my new plan, I can take out this Dracloak with a Grimmsnarl EX, murder their Budoo. We should be pretty safe, depending on what's going to happen here. So they might have drawn another Dracloak. I'm hoping they're just sitting on a load of items there. Wow, what have they just put on there? I just missed that. Oh, Neo Upper Energy. Okay, not bad there. Going to go straight into Dragapult. Yes, they are. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm probably going to lose my Snow Run. Phantom Dive. Didn't quite see this coming, to be fair. Well played on their part. Murdering the Snow Run. However, without another Dracloak, they're going to just struggle on their draw engine. That's why I said, oh, typical that I draw the Froslass now. Spikemuth, we need Grimmsnarl. That is a definite. Okay, we're now going to evolve into Grimmsnarl. Yes, I'd like to use Punk Up. 1, 2. I'm thinking just 2 for now. I'm going to stick them both here. Okay. Then we're going to Iono. Okay, let's see what we're going to get. Another monkey. Okay, that's good. 2 monkeys now. No, I don't need the... Oh my goodness. No, DM Evo does not help this turn, but it will help next turn. Remember that. Okay. Might not help this turn, but you could have an absolute devastating... Ooh, that sounds really fun actually, if I can get this to work. So Shadow Bullet. So, let's load up this guy with 30 as well. We're not going to mind being item locked too much in a moment, I think. So, he took 200 damage. He's got another Dracloak. Okay. He's got 200 now due to the damage he's taken before from Munkidori and from the Budoo. He's going to grab another Dracloak. So he's got his Dracloak engines going. Oh, he's got his own Munkidori. Right, this could be pretty good here for him. It's good seeing this deck go against something a little bit more meta this time, a little bit more relevant, something you're used to seeing sort of on streams and things. It was quite nice to see something different, of course, with the Bouffalot Whimsicott. Right, Flying Press, so I'm guessing the other Impidimp is probably going to be dead. From the looks of it, he won't be destined for this world much longer. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep all of these guys going as well. To be fair, I could kill Dracloak and a Dragapult. I don't even need to TM Devo them. No, I can't kill the Dragapult, sorry, because he hasn't got any damage on him. So if we Spike Myth to get the other one back. You know what? Hang on a minute. Do this Impidimp. Oh, I just had a really good idea. But I haven't got another monkey in here, have I? Should we grab... just in case we need it. Well, maybe another Impidimp, because they're going to get absolutely murdered, aren't they? Professor's Research. I had an idea that we could have another... I was going to say, if we get another Munkidori, we would have finished it off. But we didn't. Okay, let's just murder a Dragapult. Yeah, let's do this. Take it off of you. 1, 2, 3. He's dead. What I'm going to do is kill the Badoo now as well. And then I'm going to take a 4 prize turn. Which is pretty lethal, really. Unless I can grab like an S-ball or something. Ooh, Artisan. That is badly timed because I needed that like... Oh, you know what this means? This is great. This means that Grimmsnarl is going to live. So I'm going to do 30 damage. Remember that. You can live literally another one. That's amazing. Right, chuck it over there. And this Shadow Bullet. We will chuck 30 on there now, just in case. 2 more prizes. Not a bad turn. So we've managed to get the monkey. We've got our imp. We've got the boss's orders. So with boss's orders, because I need 2 prizes, I could technically completely ignore a Dragapult now and just kill the Howlucha and the Munkidori and not really worry about anything else. There's going to be enough damage on the Grimmsnarl. So Dragapult's doing 200. I will literally live with 10 HP left. That extra Munkidori might have absolutely saved us. Okay, so there's the Dragapult. We've got boss's orders already. Pretty sure we're pretty safe here. This will be a very, very nice win for the Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Got a lot going on in our hand as well, to be fair. We ended up not using the Froslass at all. Just went with the Munkidori. No way he can kill anything on the bench. No, he'll really, really weaken down one of my Impidimps. But other than that, we're pretty good. Thinking about it, they're probably thinking if he's got a boss's orders in hand, he could get around the Dragapult. You know, oh, Jet Headbutt. They've pressed the wrong one, or does that not count as... I don't know what happened there. But if I've calculated this right, boss's orders into the Munkidori, Adrena-Brain. We're going to take these off. Chuck 3 over there. We're going to Adrena-Brain again. Take 3 off over here. And Adrena-Brain again. Take the knockout on your Howlucha, if it will let me. Oh yes, I've got to choose, sorry. This one, Grimmsnarl, who absolutely loved that. Just getting healed. And picks up a lovely win against Dragapult. Well done to Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX there. Truly showing off how much power this deck has, that it's taking down one of the best decks in the meta right there. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe down below. Thanks again for watching Cinnabar Collectibles. Hope to see you in the next video. Thank you and good night.